Imagine opening your Shopify app, you see the sales increasing. Imagine looking at your Amazon app, you see a new record sales today, all without a single piece of content posted, single piece of content recording on your phone, no TikToks made. That, my friends, right there is a founder's dream. Not having to create content for their brand while their brand prints for them. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I got 20 affiliates on our new brand with $0 up front. Now, if you've looked into TikTok Shop at all, you've probably seen that people are paying retainers for their affiliates. They're paying anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month for their affiliates to post 30 videos. But I got 20 of the top affiliates, anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million generated for brands for $0 up front. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down our exact strategy on how we did that and how you can do that for your brand. Now, our brand launch is about a month away from today. Today's May 15th, and we're planning to launch our brand on the 15th of June. And so we started doing outreach earlier because we want to have as many affiliates on board so that we can hit our target of $100,000 generated in 30 days. So we started our outreach 3 days ago, and as of today, we already have 20 of the best affiliates in our Discord community. Now, Discord is a platform that we use to manage and communicate with our creators so that we're on the same page. We can share the best performing content for other brands, similar space. We can coach them. And these creators aren't just newbies. They are some of the highest generating GMV, that's revenue for brands, creators out there. And we haven't spent a single dollar as of right now. The only time they get paid is when we get paid, and that is through affiliate commissions. So we're going to be talking about how to make our offer irresistible, incentivize affiliates without upfront cash, poach top creators from other brands. Now let's get into it. Now, the first thing you need to do is understand the market. So I love this quote by Albert Einstein: you have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anyone else. So understanding the game, understanding how creators think, how affiliates think, is what's going to give you the edge. If you understand market dynamics, you can out-strategize anyone. And here's what's happening right now. The TikTok Shop creator pool is limited, especially for creators that are high GMV, that have generated a lot of revenue for brands, because a lot of people will come in as a creator, they'll do zero revenue, and then they'll just dip because they like, TikTok Shop doesn't work. But brands are flooding in daily because most of them are seeing what the top brands are doing on TikTok Shop, and the top brands are crushing it. They're doing anywhere from $3, $4, $5 million a month just off of affiliates. So when people see that, they think TikTok Shop is this new gold rush, this gold mine opportunity, which it is, but if done right. And so they start flooding in. It's still very early, but we can see the influx of new brands that have entered the space, but there aren't enough creators to match the demand for good creators. So because we have more brands than creators, all the top creators have already picked out what brands they're working with, right? And a creator can only take on maybe 3, 4, maximum 5 brands at once. So you want to make sure that you make an offer that's so good that they're willing to either leave these other brands, or if they just dropped another brand and finished their contract with another brand, they're going to quickly hop on your product. So if you understand market dynamics and you position your offer in the correct way, you automatically win. Now, how do we make the offer irresistible, even with $0 upfront? So most creators don't care about your product, they care about how much money it's gonna make them. That means two things. Your product should be easy to sell. It should solve a real problem with high demand. It should have simple, proven talking points and angles creators can use without overthinking. So that is very important. If you can give them a few angles that they can use, and I'm gonna add one point to this, and that's it should be trending. It should be talked about on podcasts. A lot of creators will use what's in the mainstream media. That means angles from podcasts and news, celebrities and whatnot. And so tying that to your product becomes a lot easier. If your product solves a problem that is talked about in mainstream media, then it's very easy to sell it. Number 2, the creators need to make real money. If you're started with a lower marketing budget, it makes more sense to pitch a $0 retainer and a high affiliate commission. Now, before I talk about something, I make sure to go ahead and test it myself. So I've gone ahead and tested 2 offers with creators. One is a 30% commission where we give them 30% of the sales and anywhere from $500 to $1,000 retainer. And the other one is a 50% commission, straight up zero retainer. Most of the good creators will always pick the affiliate commission over the retainers because they know they can sell the product. They can make way more money off the extra 20% you're giving them versus that extra $500, $600, maybe $1,000 you're throwing them for these high level creators. So that's another signal. And the win-win for your brand is that they only get paid when you make a sale. Now you might be thinking, with 50% going to affiliates, how am I supposed to make money? And that is a valid question to ask, especially if you have relatively higher cost of goods. The thing is, we're brand owners, we play the long game, and that is a mindset shift that you need to have. Now the goal initially in that first month, the first 3 to 4 months is momentum. You want to go from 0 to a high number of affiliates pushing your product immediately. And once you have that flywheel of creators and you have TikTok promoting your product to other affiliates and you have all these people jumping on your product and promoting it, now you can start thinking about, hey, how do we optimize this to squeeze as many dollars out of it as possible? Initially, because you're in a space where there's a lot of brands fighting for the top creators, you want to make sure that you have an irresistible offer for creators so that they come on your product, they realize how much money it makes them, and they stick with you. And also, once you have momentum, the real profit will come from Amazon, where you pay no commissions and the conversion rate pretty much becomes 1-to-1 with TikTok Shop if your Amazon is optimized correctly. That means for every sale you get on TikTok Shop, you get an equal amount of revenue on Amazon. So there you're not paying any commission on the sales. You might be paying a little bit of the PPC ads, but that's pretty much it, and the FBA fees. So most of that profit is now yours. Think of it like launching ads on Meta. The first few weeks, you're testing ads, you're testing a few ads, you're burning money, you're probably not getting the sales or the results you want. And once you find a winner, you scale that winner to the moon, and that's what makes you all your profit. Similarly here, with affiliates, you're not actually losing money, and this is why this model is way better than starting with Meta ads or dropshipping. You're breaking even while testing because that 50%, you should have that margin in your product price. So you're breaking even on each unit sold, you have the flywheel going, you lower the commissions, your Amazon's printing, and that's when you make the majority of the money. And then it doesn't stop, because the more sales you get, the more Amazon and TikTok ranks you, the more affiliates jump on. And so you don't have to chase anymore, and they just come to you. And that's the beauty of this game. Now you're probably asking yourself, how can I find these creators? Where are they hiding? And how do you reach out to them? I'm gonna give you multiple avenues to find creators, because TikTok affiliates are like UGC creators. You can find them anywhere, in different communities, different platforms. You can find them organically through Instagram, but I'll give you my best avenues and where I would start if I was starting right now. Now, my favorite place, and this is where I get 99% of my affiliates, is Discord communities. Now, Discord communities are usually very intimate spaces where people are getting coached, they're talking to each other, they're sharing tips and tricks, and so they're very active. Now, if you find a creator or if you find someone that's popping off on TikTok, they probably have thousands of messages. They never check their messages. I never check my messages on TikTok. And so what happens is your message is likely going to be lost in the sea of different spam messages they're getting. But Discord communities are different because people are active. They're communities of these creators where they ask for tips, they share newest resources about TikTok content creation. They get brand deals, so they're talking to brands there. And this is the perfect opportunity because the dynamic is already built. So all you need to do is you need to come in, you need to pitch to these creators, and then you need to get them on board in your private community. Now, the best place to find these Discord communities is something called WAP. Now, WAP is an online money-making platform, and a lot of these communities will use WAP as their membership service. So if you go on WAP, you can search up TikTok, and then you'll see a ton of these communities. And if you go to a lot of them, you can probably get into these communities for 50 bucks. Some of them even have free tiers. So if you comb through all of these WAP Discords, you can find a ton of creators that you can reach out to. But to start off, instead of combing through WAP, I'll give you two of my favorite ones. Number one is called Your First Dollar. Now, Your First Dollar is this Discord community that I'm in right now, and there is something called Creator Jobs. Now, if you go to Creator Jobs and Opportunities, you can basically drop these postings for affiliate opportunities. You can just talk about your brand, the fact that you're offering high commissions, and there's a community of 16,500 creators that will see your post and reach out to you. And then you can discuss the retainers, the affiliate commissions in the DMs, and you can have them onboarded to your private Discord community. And you just need to do the same thing in all of these other communities. So the most important thing is to get into the ecosystem. And the ecosystem is essentially built on Discord. So start off with the 2 or 3 communities I listed in this video, and then look on WAP for other communities. And that's how you start building these lists of communities that you can comb through. You can find top creators, and all you need is about 15, 20 creators to get started. That's all you need for results. Because once one of them pops off, people see all the money they're making, and they want to hop on your product because they know that it is a viral product. Now, the second method, and this is an expensive method, but this will save you time, is agencies. Now, there are creator agencies that will manage the creators for you, basically make them post 30 videos a month. They'll find these creators based on your category. So if you're like, hey, I want a female 30 plus for my product, this is the demographic I want, can you find me that creator? they will find that creator for you. Now, the caveat here is that this only works if the agency is good and has recent results. If they can show you a recent case study, and in my experience, after having spent tens of thousands of dollars in agencies, you rarely make your money back. Now, this isn't because the agency doesn't work, it's just that particular agency might not be the best because they're not just handling you as a client, they're handling a bunch of other businesses as well. So they can't put as much focus in it as you can in sourcing creators, managing them, and whatnot. Third way, and this is something that we also use right now, it's manual DMs or reaching out on X. So the platform X is where a lot of UGC creators and TikTok Shop creators hang out. And this works if you do volume. If you reach out to a bunch of creators, you can find a ton of them on X just posting content about their results. You want to make sure that they have some results posted on their feed because everyone's trying to build their personal brand because they can then attract more brands like yourself. So if you go on X, you search up TikTok Shop or you search up TikTok Shop affiliates, you can find people that are posting about their results. They're posting about how much money they're making on TikTok Shop. And those are usually creators that are working with multiple brands and they have results because they're actively posting about them. If they don't look shady, you can DM them, you can have them hop on your brand, and if it's an attractive offer, they will be more likely to accept. But this is a bit of a volume game because the more hits you get, the more likely it is that you will get some creators that will hop on your brand and make it go viral. And this is the cheapest way by far, but it costs more time because you're manually going there, DMing them. So again, my favorite way is Discord communities because it's untapped and there are a lot of creators hanging about. But the second best way for me personally is manual outreach and DMs. And once you start getting the flywheel going, you start getting some sales, whether that's through the Discord communities, you can start pitching them to creators on X or on TikTok or on Instagram even. Once they see those results for other creators, they are going to be more than likely to jump on, especially if you're offering a high enough affiliate commissions. So thinking about the big picture here, thinking about building that initial momentum, and a lot of brands get that wrong, and then they think that TikTok Shop doesn't work. And it is the easiest way to make money in e-com in 2025 because it opens up so much traffic. It allows you to boost your Amazon. It allows you to boost your Meta ads. And so it's a rising tide that lifts all boats. So a little bit of a bonus, I've included our best outreach script. And this is what I use. It's basically just a template that you can use for your outreach. And as you get more and more results, you can start adding things like, and some early partners have made 1 to 4K, and you can show them results of early partners, and that is gonna make your brand go nuclear. So I hope this video was helpful. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, and if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is in the description, and I would be more than happy to help you out with any questions you have. Take it easy. See you in the next one.